Hi, welcome back to BarbecueTalk.ca series of how-to videos. Today we're going to do some mom cooking, some good old mom cooking. What are we going to cook? Chicken and dumplings. Okay, we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to par fry the chicken to get some of those natural juices out from the skin. We're going to add a little bit of carrot, a little bit of celery, garlic. As you see, some easy stuff that we've got back in here. Now we're going to combine that all together. We're going to make a good home-cooked, mom-cooked chicken and dumplings. Let's get started. Your cast iron skillet over medium-high heat. Okay, because we're going to do a little bit differently. We're going to grill these off. Get a little bit of oil on the bottom of that pan. Make sure the pan's warm first. Okay, no need to season the chicken because we're going to take the skin off. We're just going to brown this chicken up. That's all we're going to do. Okay, and as it cooks off, we're going to transfer it to our stock pot. So let's cook this up. Okay. Flip your chicken over. We're going to grill it. What we're looking for are the little bits and pieces in the bottom of the pan. It's important to know that we are not cooking the chicken in the pan. We're simply browning it off, grilling it up, and we're going to poach it in some chicken broth in a separate pan. But I want these little bits from the bottom of the pan because that's really going to add to the flavor of the entire dish. We're going to go ahead and dice up our carrots, our onions, and our celery. Okay, and we'll add that to our pot. Okay, we've got our chicken all browned off. We're going to, it's now in the pot. We're going to be adding our stock too, and we're going to cook that until it's tender. Okay, so you can see all these little bits of beautiful flavor in the bottom. We're going to deglaze that with a little of our broth. Watch yourself, okay? That's the flavor we want. Don't waste any of that. Deglaze the bottom of that pan. Just like that. Okay, and that's going to go into our stock. Okay, so we're going to put all those juices in the bottom in there. That'll be our start. We're going to add in one full box of chicken broth. I'm going to poach it on its own. Okay, we're going to add in those vegetables that we chopped up earlier, which was celery, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 whole onion, okay, and 2 chopped carrots. See that? We're also going to add 1 can, it's kind of our top secret ingredient, of cream of chicken soup. Okay, blend that all together, and what we need to have is our chicken needs to be fully covered because this is going to simmer on a medium-low for about an hour. Okay, so if you find that you're shy on liquid, add either some more chicken broth or some water. Okay, so we're going to cover that up, let it simmer until that chicken is ready to fall off the bone. It's going to be so tender. Okay, medium-low, about 1 hour. Okay, we've been simmering along here for about an hour, and you can see that our chicken is ready. It's done. I'm going to pull it out. I'm going to take the meat off the bones, get rid of the skin, and chunk up the meat, and we'll add it back into to our pot here. Okay, next we're going to take just some Pillsbury country biscuits or flaky biscuits, whatever you can find, and we're going to show you how to make these into dumplings. Okay. So I've got my biscuits out. I've got them on a lightly floured cutting board. I'm just going to take a rolling pin, okay, and roll them out about the size of a cookie. Okay, make sure you flour your rolling pin, or they'll stick to that too. So go ahead and do that to all 10 of the biscuits. There's all the biscuits rolled out, about the size of a large cookie. Okay, about as thin. That's going to be our dumplings. And I'm just going to cut these into halves or thirds, depending on the size of it, kind of into strips. Okay, so you can see how I've chunked them all up. And we're going to add these into our chicken broth. Now's a good time to season your broth. I tasted mine, needs a little bit of pepper. The salt content is good. The broth, the chicken broth we added tends to be high on salt, so We're pretty good that way. Now, if you can see, it's just a gentle, gentle simmer. We don't want this boiling hard when we put the dumplings in, or they're going to dissolve. Okay? And we're just going to drop them in while it's simmering like this. Don't overwork the broth. You may have a little bit of a problem, but you'll start to see them come back up and float to the top.
Why cook this much?
Okay, so just add them all in. Okay, so you want to bring it back up to a simmer. You don't want to stir these, you just want to kind of tuck them down into the broth, okay? These are going to swell up and get fat and be real tasty. So just kind of push them down into it. Bring it back up to a simmer. Okay, there's the chicken that we have removed the skin and got rid of the bones and chopped it up into nice little bite-sized pieces. We're going to re-add that to our broth now. Okay, our dumplings are swelling up beautifully. You can see that all coming together. We're going to add in our chicken. And mix that around. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at the colors in there. Just gorgeous. Okay. We bring that up to a simmer. The lid back on for a few more minutes. Okay, in the meantime, I want to thicken this up a little bit. So I'm going to add in equal parts. We're going to make a roux. I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup flour. And on top of that, I'm going to add in a 1/4 cup of the juices I drained earlier from when we grilled up that chicken. Okay? You're going to stir that continuously. And you're going to form a roux. And that's going to be our thickener. Okay, to give us more of a gravy-like texture in our chicken and dumplings. Okay, look how smooth that's coming. Okay, we're going to bring that up to a little bit of a simmer, and then we're going to add it to our stock. Okay, make sure you keep stirring. This roux will get darker, so take it off with the color you want. We're going to make it a blonde roux because we're using chicken today, okay? And that looks about right. Okay. Nicely thickened, great color. It smells amazing. Well, let's plate it up and have our supper. A big bowl of chicken and dumplings. Mom way, okay? Mom cooking at its best. Please take a moment to rate, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, barbecuetalk.ca.